You know, the name of the school, Oneness-Family, it means that we are all one family, we're a global family, and each one of us can make a difference. So how I came to Montessori, I was in graduate school in the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and I walked past the offices of the professors. And I looked in the office and saw a lot of books, a lot of dust, and I thought, do I want to become a PhD and to become a professor at the university level? You know, I don't think that will be the right thing for me. So my meditation teacher said, well, why don't you think about getting involved in education? And maybe one day you could even start a school. To start a school, I had no money, I had no place for a school and no students. And I wrote down the prospectus and the three main aspects of the school that I wanted to have. The first aspect was called Academy. We would study the whole world in a global fashion. The second part was called Self-Discovery. Self-Discovery is about the development of the character. The third aspect of the school was called Manifestation. Once I learn about the world and once I learn about myself and my character, what is my contribution going to be? When I told my mother I wanted to start a school, she said, why don't we go to the bank and we say, you can use the house as a collateral and we can take some money and we can give it to you to start your school. So it was quite an intensive work to get the permission from the government to open the school. They said, oh, you've done everything, but now you have to prove that you are going to be financially solvent. So we need to see that you have at least $50,000 in the bank. So I was in a major panic because we already had spent some of the money that my mother had lent us, and so we didn't really have, $50,000 in cash. And I talked to a friend of mine named Barbara, and she said, that's crazy. I'm going to give you $50,000, and you are going to keep it for 1 year or as long as you need to have it. So one of the happiest days of my life was calling the inspector, and he goes, excuse me, you have the $50,000? Oh yes, no problem at all. Would you like to know the bank account? The first school was located in a public school building that was being rented out. We had about 10 students. When we moved in 1989 and we formed our partnership with St. John's Episcopal Church and continued to expand until our current capacity. We started our very first United Nations Day right from the beginning. I think we went and had a little parade. Today, the United Nations Day requires 3 to 4 months of planning. In last October, we had over 100 dignitaries in attendance coming to carry their nation's flag in a celebration of unity.